A major police crackdown in Osun State has resulted in the arrest of 10 suspects in two separate operations involving allegations of attempted murder, assault, unlawful possession of firearms, and alleged court-related attacks on the tertiary institution. The arrests have placed renewed attention on security concern in parts of the state, particularly the danger posed by illegal firearms and violent groups operating within communities and around educational institutions. The first case centers on Modakeke in Ife East local government area, where 4 suspects were arrested following a petition submitted to the Osun State Commissioner of Police. According to the police, the petition alleged conspiracy, attempted murder, assault occasioning harm, and unlawful possession of prohibited firearms. The arrests were carried out by police operatives at about 2 a.m. on August 9, 2026. The command subsequently identified the suspect as 39-year-old el-rufai Olatunji, 31-year-old Ajayi Idowu, 40-year-old Akimbala Oluwakemi, and 40-year-old Adekunle Basirat. Police investigations did not stop with the arrests. Officers conducted searches of suspect residences and premises, leading to the recovery of 2 firearms. The weapons recovered included a locally made cut-to-size firearm and a pump-action firearm, both of which are now part of the ongoing investigation. According to the Osun State Police Command, the locally made firearm was recovered from Basirat's shop, while the pump-action firearm was recovered from Oluwakemi's residence. The command also provided information about the alleged connections of 2 of the suspects to individuals known by nicknames. Police identified Basirat as the wife of Solomon Akinlabi, popularly known as Indomie, while Oluwakemi was identified as the wife of Akinbala Akindele, also known as Ostand. However, these associations alone do not establish criminal responsibility, and the allegations against the suspects will have to be tested through the ongoing investigation and if charges are filed in court. The police said all 4 suspects remain in custody and are assisting investigators as inquiries continue. Authorities are also working to identify and apprehend other individuals who may have been connected to the alleged Modakeke incident. But while that investigation was underway, another police operation was taking place elsewhere in Osun State, this time involving an alleged attack at the Osun State Polytechnic in Iri. According to the police, operatives of the Violent Crime Response Unit received information about an alleged invasion of the institution's campus by armed hoodlums. During the incident, 2 students were reportedly injured. The information triggered an operation that resulted in the arrest of 6 suspected members of an unlawful society. The 6 suspects were identified as 27-year-old Ajoba Akorode, 27-year-old Adam Oseni, 21-year-old Ogunrinde Ayomide, 26-year-old Ogunlana Muhiz, 25-year-old Ajose Noah, and 25-year-old Adeniyi Damola. The police said 2 of the suspects, Akorode and Oseni, confessed during interrogation to being members of the Aye confraternity.
The 2 suspects were promptly arrested and they confessed to actually being a member of Aye confraternity. Meanwhile, in the course of searching the house of the suspects, 1 empty AK-47 ammunition shell, an empty cartridge together with 1 Nigerian Army ID card with other incriminating items were recovered.
However, the command made an important clarification. It had not independently verified whether the suspects were students of the university. That detail matters an admission during police interrogation, and a court-proven offense are not the same thing. The suspect remain entitled to due process, and the final determination of guilt or innocence rests with the courts. The two investigations highlight different but interconnected security challenges. In Modakeke, police are investigating allegations involving firearms and attempted murder. At the Osun State Polytechnic, authorities are investigating an alleged violent campus invasion involving suspected members of an unlawful society. Illegal firearms remains a major concern because weapons can dramatically increase the potential for violence during disputes, criminal operations, and court-related confrontations. The recovery of a locally made firearm and a pump-action firearm in the Modakeke's case therefore gives investigators important evidence to examine as they establish who possessed the weapons, how they were acquired, and whether they were connected to the alleged offenses. The alleged campus incident raises another concern. The safety of students, university, and polytechnics are expected to provide secure environments where young people can pursue their education without fear of firearm or court-related violence. When violence enters an educational institution, the consequences can extend beyond the immediate victims, creating fear among students, staff, and surrounding communities. The Osun State Police Command has said investigations into both cases are continuing. According to the command, the suspect will be charged to court after the investigations are completed. Police officers are also making efforts to apprehend additional suspects allegedly connected with the Modakeke's case. For the authorities, the next stage will be critical. Arrest alone does not resolve security problems. Investigators must establish the facts, identify individuals responsible for any offenses, and ensure that evidence presented in court is strong enough to support prosecution. For residents of Modakeke and students in Iri, however, the latest developments offer a reminder that security threats can emerge in very different forms. From firearms allegedly hidden in residential and commercial premises to violent confrontation around educational institutions, the police are facing pressure to act quickly while maintaining the legal safeguard required in criminal investigations. The Osun State Police Command says its operation will continue, and more arrests may follow as investigators uncover additional information. What happens next will depend on the evidence gathered and the outcome of the investigations and subsequent court proceedings. 10 suspects are in police custody across the two cases. 2 firearms have been recovered in Modakeke's investigation, and authorities are pursuing other suspects allegedly connected to the incident. The cases remain under investigation, and the suspect should be presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty by a court of law. I'm Chimezrim Okoro, and do have a blessed day.